That's the thing with Daniel. Yes, he's 8-2. He only has 2 losses, but I don't like to bet on fighters who hasn't won a fight in the UFC, because these fighters, they look like world beaters outside the UFC, but in the UFC they can barely get 1 win, if that. First off, like this video and subscribe. Castaneda versus Daniel Santos. This fight is a weird one. Honestly, I might be 50-50 with this one. We have John Castaneda, 19-5, 8 wins by knockout, 6 by submission, and 5 by decision. Like, he has a lot of ways he can win. Fighters like that who are well-rounded, they throw their opponents off. And that's the difference between him and Daniel Santos, because Daniel is powerful, but Daniel, he only fights one way, and that's to knock his opponent out. And he's very good at that. He's very powerful, but John can mix it up, and he might be able to actually hurt Daniel too. Because when John Castaneda fought against Eddie, he was able to Vito Belfort, Vanderlei Silva, Eddie Weiland, and just blitz him and finish him. That's the thing though, like John Castaneda, his only loss comes to Nathaniel Wood, and Nathaniel is on a tear right now, especially in his new weight class in the featherweight division. Just beat Jourdain. John Castaneda, very patient, very calculated, very measured. He doesn't force anything. He doesn't fight the way his opponent wants him to fight. He sticks to his game plan. Southpaw, real good jab. And that's the thing. If you're going to look at Daniel Santos' last fight against Julio Arce, all Julio did was move around and throw a jab, and he didn't engage in no firefight. He didn't engage in no brawl with Daniel Santos, because if he would have, he would have got knocked out. That's the thing with Daniel. Yes, he's 8-2. He only has 2 losses, but I don't like to bet on fighters who hasn't won a fight in the UFC, because these fighters, they look like world beaters outside the UFC. But in the UFC, they can barely get 1 win, if that. Yeah, he's very powerful. Daniel Santos, he throws a lot of spinning kicks, spinning elbows. Like, he throws like a lot of Hail Mary strikes that if they land, he can knock his opponent out. He's real good at blitzing his opponent and throwing heavy hooks. But the problem with his style is he's kind of predictable. Any fighter with decent footwork can avoid that. And that's the thing, like, these guys are bantamweights. Like, this is not light heavyweight, and light heavyweight fighters can get away with that because those guys are bigger and they're not as skilled. But fighters in the bantamweight division, they're smaller and they're more skillful. So like, he has to have a better game plan and have more ways to win, because all these guys in the bantamweight division are tough. But I think John Castaneda is the future of the bantamweight division. Yeah, he's very talented. I like his measured style, and this one is an easy one for me. I think John can win in the majority of different ways. But one thing I forgot to say about John is, like, he's very unpredictable with his takedowns, and that's how he catch a lot of his opponents off guard with it, because they never know when he's going to shoot, and he has real good arm triangles. I think he's going to put Daniel Santos away with an arm triangle. My prediction is the more unpredictable and measured John Castaneda is going to win in the second round by arm triangle. Like this video and subscribe.